the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. Well, for the Clippers, the season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play. But if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. And tonight, Danilo Gallinari takes the floor. Has the height of a power forward, the game of a small forward. Kenny, what does he give this team?
Scoring efficiency. You know, lots of threes, lots of free throws, lots of versatility.
Impressive skill level for his size. Can shoot from a standstill and put the ball on the floor.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with a call, and we will see y'all later.
We're coming at you from the Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles as the Clippers prepare to take the floor. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Last outing for the Clippers, it was a loss to Phoenix.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, the Warriors are the ultimate super team, and their presence has set off an arms race. Now, for those teams in the middle of the pack, a Cinderella run has never been more of a long shot. The question becomes, when is pretty good not nearly good enough for both fans and ownership? Back to you.
Well, DA hitting the reset button can be a painful process. Well, we're around the halfway point now, Doris. Some clubs are obviously in a rebuild mode, but it can be hard for many team owners to accept that and accept that path they're on.
Well, when you've been the guy to make that financial investment, there can be a little bit of impatience because one of your responsibilities is keep people in the seats. You've got to pay the bills.
Nice and high.
What you have to do is you make clear to the fans the vision that they have. If you make it clear, Kev, maybe they can sort of embrace the rebuild and celebrate the step-by-step progress.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And it's Marc Gasol. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Siakam in at the 4. Here's Zubac. Banked in off the glass. Zubac has got the first points up on the board tonight here for Los Angeles. Lowry looking around. Pass to Leonard. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. About a minute played so far here in the first. Gasol wide open. He fires off target from outside.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for 3 just slips away.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first 2 points of the night. Outside Lowry. Pass to Gasol. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry. For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. That one, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
Yeah, and for 2 squads that don't know each other all that well, this should be an intriguing battle.
Right. In a matchup where you don't see the opponent often, there should be a lot of surprises. I don't know what to expect.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Back to Zubac.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Left side Lowry. To the left wing. 5 to shoot. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lowry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a fluid perimeter game. Kyle Lowry, a consistent threat from deep.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. It's stolen by Green. Passes it to Leonard. Inside. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That is his first foul of the game. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Mbamute. Here's Lowry. A 17-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
4 on the clock. The baseline J. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Toronto. The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Shamet, defended by Lin. The feed to Harrell. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December to take a look at the Celtics. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, Toronto sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
And for the Raptors, I think they've lived up to their billing this season, that's for sure. It doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon.
I'd go even 1 step further. From what I've seen of them to this point, I think their best basketball may still be in front of them.
The Clippers in the lead, and there's a whistle that goes on Jeremy Lin. That is his first foul of the game. Lou Williams is checked in for Los Angeles, and Toronto also making a switch. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Williams passes to Zubac, launches it, and Lou Williams hits from deep. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. One thing you have to admire, Doris, about the Raptors franchise is their sustained success.
And that's not easy, Kevin. Last year marked their 3rd straight 50-win season and their 5th straight postseason trip. Very few other teams can claim those items in that time frame. Boy, the Raptors, what a good, solid core.
And here is Williams. Serge Ibaka making his last triple. Williams finds Zubac, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Marc Gasol.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Two shots.
No good on that one. For the Clippers, Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Raptors. And he sinks the second. Toronto trailing. Lynn with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's the pass to Ibaka. Here's Siakam. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Listen, Kev, this guy, one of the more reliable scorers in the league, night in and night out.
Williams kicks to Beverly. Pass to Harrell. Lynn against Williams. Shot clock at 6. Beverly feeling it out a bit, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Siakam. He's guarded by Chandler. Ibaka dishes to Gasol, and there it is for him.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And Beverly kicks to Williams. Hits it from three-point range. Williams has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
And Beverly, not a volume playmaker, but he always makes smart decisions with the basketball.
Here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Williams. Gasol inside. Back to Van Vliet. Toronto working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And it's Gasol with the bucket inside. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
There's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, everyone on the floor needs some level of playmaking skill, Doris. Who are your picks for bigs who can really share the ball? Good passers among the big men.
Yeah, one of my favorite players in the NBA to watch is Nikola Jokic, because his vision, his desire to share the basketball, his ability to see not one action ahead, but sometimes 2 actions ahead, is really remarkable for a man of his size. You look at somebody like Draymond Green, who is absolutely critical to the success of the Golden State Warriors on the offensive end of the floor. He can take it off the window, he can dribble it in transition, and in full speed make decisions going second by second that are really, really impressive.
Thread passes, do such a great job with the ball. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Green's checked in. Then for the Raptors, OG Anunoby comes in for Marc Gasol. And McCaw is subbed in for Pascal Siakam. He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trail by 4. Got a piece of it. Then the pass to McCaw. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. The Raptors third.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. 6-point game. Kicks it to Williams. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Harrell. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging about 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. and he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Now here's Lynn. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shot on the wing. The Raptors rebound. Here's Van Vliet. No good on the three. Clippers trail by 6. It's stolen. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Shots good by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 now.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Now here's Williams. 6 points for him. Poked away. Here's Harrell. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, with the defense laying off him, you know he's going to pull the trigger. They're lucky he didn't burn him.
Here's Van Vliet. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and it's good for 2.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they've been aggressive and assertive right from the opening tip. They've seized command of this game. Let's see what happens.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And last season, a very strong rookie campaign, Greg, for OG Anunoby.
You know, the team quickly learned that they could rely on him offensively. And it's rare to have a team trust someone taken 23rd overall that quickly. Surprised a lot of people with how efficient he was on offense right out of the gate. And I think you're going to see him continue to grow in that regard.
Now, here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's Williams with the drive, and it's good. 2 points.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
Here's Van Vliet following the score by Lou Williams. Williams with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Williams leading the charge. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now just a 5-point Raptor lead. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. Lynn against Harrell. Lynn kicks to Van Vliet. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Van Vliet's got 7 points.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
And so here are the Clippers. The Raptors knocking down the tray. Now here's Lynn. No points in the game yet for him. 1:52 left here in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the shot.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Beverly wide open. And again, no good by the Clippers. Toronto leading by 11. To the middle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Don't you just love the gritty nature of Ibaka's game? This guy easily draws contact thanks to his aggressiveness.
The Raptors have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. They throw good. Serge Ibaka. You know, Doris, for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be, the extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics, and the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated.
Great example. The Clippers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. First one falls for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Patrick Beverley. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against Milwaukee.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Raptors getting the bucket. Shamet. Here's Green. It's tipped and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. .46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Green against Lowry. On the wing, Green. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here is Gallinari. He's covered closely. 5 on the clock. Shamet. Nice form on the 20-footer. And here's Lowry. Got it off in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Toronto Raptors sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Right back after this break. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work ethic of his teammates.
You come in every day. Guys in the gym every single day. So I used to think that I was always the hardest worker, but, you know, just coming to see guys, the amount of work that they put in, trying to get better each and every day.
And, Greg, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And, guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Gallinari and Baamute are the forwards. Then it's JaMychal Green, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. Shamet, and he goes in for the dunk.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
And Toronto has possession after the Clippers pick up 2. And he comes up with the deuce. Lowry's got his second bucket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Gallinari wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
Outside Lowry. He feeds it to Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Green's got his third basket of the night.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
It's stolen by Lowry. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, just terrific timing from the power forward Serge Ibaka. He is a sensational leaper.
Clippers trail by 15. Pass to Gallinari. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. To the middle. Shot's good from Mbah-a-Moute.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Green. He's got 6. Lets the 3 fly, and it's Kyle Lowry with the 3. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Lowry had his mind made up. It's the rise and fire as soon as he gets the touch.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. From 13, they get the rebound. Green now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, he doesn't quit on that play. Just stays with it and gets some easy points on the putback. That's nice.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And guys, veteran Danny Green moving north last summer as part of the Kawhi Leonard trade. Now in a Toronto Raptors uniform.
Yeah, and not the big name in that deal, obviously, but an important piece. Green is shown to be a very capable 3-and-D guy, and it's the next chapter in what has been a solid career for him.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Toronto, Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Pascal Siakam in for OG Anunoby. Gasol passes to Siakam. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Mbah-a-Moute. Siakam far from the most skilled player on the floor, but Dorsey finds minutes through his hustle.
This guy has got one of the highest motors in the league. He can leak out in transition, finish in the open floor. I'll tell you, this is a jolt of caffeine in a power forward's body.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
Now, taking a look at some stats for Lowry. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 14 points a night, 8 assists, and just over 2 steals. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Gallinari inside the three-point line. Off target with the open look.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Leonard on the wing. Gallinari covering. Shot from 12. That one wide left.
Well, the defense harassing him every step of the way makes that a really tough look.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. From deep, Green. Rebound by the Clippers. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell comes in for Mbah-a-Moute. Lou Williams is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his third foul of the game.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Los Angeles. And good that time. And that's 13 points for Williams.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Lowry finds Green. To the inside and finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Here's Chandler. The Raptors getting the bucket. Williams, that's good.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Lowry against Williams. Outside Lowry. A three-pointer is right on target. Lowry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, he's kept them in balance tonight. This guy's shooting has put them in front.
Williams kicks to Harrell. Passes to Chandler. Fader on the way. They get it back. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Left side, Leonard. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Toronto. Fred VanVleet comes in for Kyle Lowry. That free throw good from Leonard.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
And the Clippers call time here. And Greg, with Kawhi, started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Marc Gasol on top.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
Poked away. Chandler, the pass to Beverly. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that game against the Nuggets, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And here's Lin. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And the pass to Siakam. Here's VanVleet. He's guarded by Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Siakam kicks to Lin. And the three off target. Clippers trail by 17. Beverly finds Harrell. Outside, Lin. It's hauled in by Zubac. LA's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pass to Harrell. Now Zubac. Chandler outside. Pass to Harrell. It's intercepted. Here's Leonard. Misses off the right iron.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Warriors. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Los Angeles, right now, quite a ways down below.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Yeah, the people who said they hadn't done enough in the offseason to improve this team were exactly right. They never put the foundation of winning in place.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
The Clippers have shot 50% from the line today, 3 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
McCaw, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances up the line. He's going to cash in.
Here's Van Vliet. He's got 10. Lynn the pass to Siakam. Over Harrell. And the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got 7.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Now here's Chandler. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. From 11 feet away, no good on that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And a wide open look for Lynn. No good from outside.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Zubac, that's good.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
Van Vliet kicks to Lynn. Passes it to Gasol. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Beverly. The teardrop falls in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Toronto leading by 13. Outside, Lynn. To the paint. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 10. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Harrell. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Williams dishes to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end. Really well done on that assist. He sees the target inside and puts it right into the hands.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, my guess right now is coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. OG Anunoby comes in for Jeremy Lin. Harrell kicks to Chandler. And it's blocked. Now the pass to Siakam. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers, down by 15. Shoots from the line, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Williams has got 8 here in the quarter.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Oh, he's been outstanding offensively. His performance has been one of the things that's gone right for them.
Here's McCall. Back to Van Vliet. He kicks to Ibaka. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Chandler right side. Fast break Toronto. Tipped away. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Back to Anunoby. Over Chandler. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Clippers trail by 13. The kick out to Williams. 1:03 left in the first half of the game. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Green. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Williams. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. And the Raptors miss again. Los Angeles has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Kept alive. Harrell kicks to Chandler. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Williams. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Williams has got 21 in the game.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
Here's Van Vliet. He's guarded by Williams. Van Vliet looking around to end the cold streak. Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for Toronto. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking out open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 11. Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling the paint. Shaquille.
Kenny, what's your take on the Clippers?
Well, look, they turn the ball over way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions here and there. These guys need to come with more precision in the second half.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
That's a great look at the glistening Staples Center on a typical bright sunny day here in Southern California. Welcome back to Los Angeles. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Lou Williams.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The three ball just kept falling.
Hey, Greg, this guy phenomenal from distance, dropping in three after three after three, and the defense has got to make an adjustment.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Siakam in a power forward.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender. And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
Now here's Gasol. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half. And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. I mean, it gives you everything you want at that center position. Strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol. And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his three-ball shooting and his passing really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down.
And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. Raptors leading by 17. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Lowry kicks to Gasol. Left side Lowry. Outside Leonard. Right wing.
Come to me.
Launches it. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
The Clippers have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
One shot. Find the lanes.
And the free throw, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lowry finds Green. Back to Lowry. Green left side. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Green. Pulls up. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
And Lowry has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And so Doc Rivers has had enough. Timeout.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning. And a quick look at the numbers for Marc Gasol. He's averaging 19 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
No, he is a bulldog. I mean, he scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position, and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
Toronto calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. In 4th, the Raptors.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Inside, stolen by Zubac. That's tipped. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Clippers trail by 12. Gallinari on the wing. And it's the Clippers scoring again. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. They led by as many as 18 points. Kicks to Gasol. Green, the pass to Gasol. Outside Lowry. And the Raptors miss again.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here is Gallinari. A three-pointer, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And that one is good. Gasol's got 13 points.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Clippers have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them. That free throw good from Gallinari. The Raptors making a switch here. Lynn's checked in. Gallinari hits them both.
I Tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Now here's Lowry. Defense right on him. Pass to Gasol. Back to Lowry. Gasol dishes to Lynn. Feeds it to Gasol. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. The Clippers have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. And the first one drops.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Raptors. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Toronto leading by 8. Outside, Lynn. Right side, Lowry. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 3rd assist on the night. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. While recovering. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Gallinari against Leonard. Lowry kicks to Leonard. Now here's Lowry. D right on him. Can't hit that one. Clippers trail by 10. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Zubac's with it. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And the dunk by Ba'amute.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Outside Lowry. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Kyle Lowry. Here's VanVleet. 10 points for him. Passes it to Ibaka. And it falls over the rim and in. Ibaka's got 11 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Clippers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
VanVleet. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now it's a 12-point Toronto lead.
And you have to admire his focus. Not a good matchup for him in terms of size differential.
No, but that play is about his will, right? He won't back down from the big man. He's going to take it right to him.
And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard attacking. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line. The Clippers have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. Lou Williams has checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Raptors also with a sub. Anunoby's checked in.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Here's Leonard. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Gallinari finds Williams. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Anunoby.
You know what you love about watching OG Anunoby? You feel like you're watching a vet when you watch this guy. He doesn't seem to get rattled in pressure situations. This guy plays like he's been in the league for a decade.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. Now Beverly. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Williams kicks to Green. And the pass to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 13-point game. And there's a whistle that goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. No good on the free throw.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
And he's good on the second. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 12. To the middle. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
1 shot.
On the free throw, no good.
Well, Serge Ibaka has been willing to become a modern NBA stretch 4. You have to be able to shoot the 3, and Serge is willing to follow the correct trends of the league. You love the adjustment.
Williams kicks to Chandler. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Raptors leading by 14. Indoors with Ibaka, he has changed his offensive approach, but the defense stays the same.
Right, you think early on he was defined by his shot blocking ability, and I still think he can protect the rim. He knows how important an emphatic block can be for team-changing momentum.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Harrell against Ibaka. Harrell the pass to Chandler. That's tipped. A 3 ball. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
Miller's checked in for the Raptors. Norman Powell comes in for Jeremy Lin. Powell with it. Pass to Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Ibaka over Harrell, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Harrell. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Williams' shot is off. Raptors leading by 19. Miller finds Ibaka to the paint on Anunoby. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. The Clippers third.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want a foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Gallinari, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Toronto, Siakam is checked in for Fred VanVleet. Green comes in for Miller. And it's Jody Meeks in for Norman Powell. He hits both from the stripe. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside Williams. Shoots over Meeks. Off the left rim and out. Raptors leading by 21. The drive by Green. Three-pointer. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Green's got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Chandler kicks to Beverly. Pass to Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Garrett Temple has checked in for Los Angeles. Rodney Magruder comes in for Patrick Beverly. Raptors also changing it up. Marc Gasol's checked in for Jody Meeks. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for OG Anunoby. Toronto's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. At the elbow, Green. Back to Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gasol, and Gasol slams it in.
Boy, that's a pass I don't think anyone saw coming other than maybe Kyle Lowry. What vision on the dish.
The Clippers really having a tough go here. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams missing again.
You know, scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
Knocked away. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. McCaw's checked in. .23 seconds left in the third quarter. Siakam passes to Gasol. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Tipped away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Magruder kicks to Harrell. Will it go? He lays it in.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
A big-time effort for Marc Gasol, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Robinson. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Magruder in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And Joe Miller will bring it up for Toronto. He kicks it to Meeks. Passes it to Siakam. The league is always looking for ways to adjust the rules, make them better. There's a committee that studies this every single year. And, you know, with that in mind, Doris, any rules you think they should alter or tweak?
Yeah, there's absolutely one, Kevin. And I think this goes to the point where perhaps we can have some more uniformity in the FIBA-ruled games that are played and the NBA. And there's one thing that's occurred in international play where players are becoming more athletic, and the opportunity for electric stuff to happen in transition is critical. To me, we have got to stop the intentional fouls, which are prohibiting fast breaks and all the potential for the explosive, exciting athleticism to be on display. So that, to me, is something we've got to address.
I'm with you. That's good from Meeks. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell, and Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Gallinari. And so Meeks nails both of them. The Clippers shooting here about 46% for the game. Magruder kicks to Robinson. To the inside. And Gasol sends it back. Here's the break. And here they go. Stops. Pops. And Mbah-a-Moute pulls it in. And Mbah-a-Moute has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. 6 feet out. And Gasol sends it back. Here's McCall. And it's Miller in the corner. Launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly. The defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Now, here is Robinson. To stop the run. Miller grabs the miss. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Siakam, and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Well, he's obviously anticipating different movement there, and instead of an easy connection, the pass sails straight into the front row.
The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Magruder passes to Mbah-a-Moute. Back to Magruder. Doris, for both charting game action and improving player health, the players now are being tracked by the player tracking devices or chips in their jersey during a game.
I love it, Kevin, because what it enables teams to do is measure the impact and the toll it can take on a player. For example, we now know that player X ran 5 miles on this particular night in this game action environment. And what that affords you is, okay, if you have a back-to-back situation, then you're going to be more careful with that player's minutes the next night. Or if it's an off day, Kevin, you can just say to that player, listen, unless we're doing a walkthrough, you're not involved. I want you off your feet and recovering. Anything that helps the competitive environment that these players are playing in, I'm all for it, Kev.
That was an excellent example. I like that. Here's McCall. Clippers able to drain the 3. The pass to Gasol. Shoots the 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
And the call will be against Patrick McCall. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Los Angeles now. Magruder passes to Mbah-a-Moute.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Gasol. Rebound by the Clippers. Magruder passes to Zubac. It's deflected and is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Thursday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That'll be his second foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Zubac. And the All-Star game last season, Doris, no more East versus West format. Do you think when it's all said and done, the league will get rid of conference basketball altogether?
This is a challenging question for me because the WNBA went to seeding teams from 1 through 16, and it didn't matter whether you were West or East. And it has led to the most competitive era in a much-needed WNBA growth period. But the reality is, Kevin, I am very much a traditionalist. And the rivalries in both the Eastern and Western conferences historically have been phenomenal. Whether it was Jordan playing Detroit and having to overcome them, or Boston and Detroit, or the Lakers versus Sacramento briefly when Chris Webber's teams couldn't get over the hump. So this is a hard question for me. I'm not sure which side of the fence I fall on.
Here's Siakam. The Clippers grab the miss. And Baamute's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Toronto now. Gasol kicks to Miller. Down low, and it's the Toronto Raptors turning it over again. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Fast break Toronto. Miller's got the ball. Gasol dishes to Meeks. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Green.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Boy, when he's alone in the open court, he just attacks, right? I mean, turning on the Jets and finishing easily at the rim.
Now, here's Meeks. Kicks it to Gasol. Back to Meeks from past the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Meeks got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Mbamute. Here's Temple. Shot clock at 6. And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Anunoby, he's checked in for Siakam. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Miller. On the inbound, shot is good off the back rim and in.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
Now here's Lin. Some reports claim, Doris, that basketball is the fastest growing team sport. Do you think it has a chance to overtake football as the most popular sport in the U.S.?
Well, listen, anybody who is covering and carrying the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember the foundational sport in the United States of America is football. And the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf the NBA. But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces what those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of, you know, the concussions and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin. And if we could all fast forward 10 to 15 years into the future, it'll be fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Lynn with the rebound. Lynn's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Van Vliet. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, we know this. Jeremy Lin knows how to run an offense. His ability to find the open man, uncanny.
It's hauled in by the Raptors. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lin the pass to Anunoby. The putback, the shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. And so Green will bring it up for Los Angeles. Last season, Doris, the NBA hosting 4 regular season games in Mexico, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the NBA playing in Mexico City.
Well, Kevin, you know this. Mexico City is the 5th largest city in the world. You are a geographic expert. This is a gateway to all of Latin America, and the NBA, as always, eager to expand their presence in new markets.
I agree. And the fact, Doris, they're so progressive has just, given them so much new things, revenue, growth avenues to follow. But it just opens up a whole new area where they can grow.
Never rest on your laurels, Kevin. Always work hard, just like the great Kevin Harlan does.
And both free throws good for Green. G League last season experimenting, Doris, with coaches' challenges of certain calls during games. Do you see that perhaps moving over as well to the NBA?
Kevin, my understanding on this is that across NBA ownership, there is real momentum to allow for a coach's challenge. And I think it's commonplace to see teams argue a call. When it's all said and done, we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League. And what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
And I think, Doris, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just adds to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
Yeah, affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Here's Anunoby. Here's Van Vliet. Off on the layup.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
The dish now to Mbah-a-Moute. To the middle. Free throw line jump shot. And there's Green on the assist from Mbah-a-Moute. Mbah-a-Moute has got his 3rd assist on the night. Toronto shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Outside, Lynn. 3-pointer on the way. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Well, you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
Now here's Green. Shamet. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Here's Van Vliet. Left side of Ibaka. It's stolen by Green. Shamet. Here is Mbah-a-Moute. Green kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, I like that decision there. Didn't try to do too much, just kicked it out for the open jumper.
Here's Van Vliet. Inside. Fades away. And that one drops. Lynn's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, you have to love the focus. Jeremy Lin creating well for himself down low. Makes that one look easy.
Pass to Mbah-a-Moute. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for the Clippers. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Van Vliet. He kicks it to Lynn. Raptors moving the ball around. McCaw misses, and there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. That one is off. Indoors last summer, we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams. You know, it looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Okay. I've recorded that comment. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Toronto.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Marc Gasol.
Boy, with all the work he did at the offensive end, it seemed to me to take a toll on the defenders. They could neither match his energy nor his intensity.
Lynn, that's a two-pointer. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Passes it to Ibaka. The basket good off the assist from Lynn.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
No, I think that they've been locked in during this game. They didn't let the opposing crowd get to them at all. This has been pure domination.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it goes down 2 points.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
Now here's Lynn. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you. Here with Marc Gasol. Mark, you got on track offensively as the game went on. What was the difference?
Well, having the ball a little more, but it really doesn't matter. I thought in the second half,
play more like us. We executed better. We defend better. And we finished possession with the rebound, which allowed you to run a little bit more.
That is your team's MO, Mark. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.